Hi everybody and welcome back. My name's Melissa and this year I intend on sharing 365 tips for frugal living. Today's tip, always check your meat department. Your most expensive grocery item is typically going to be your meat or protein, but especially your meat. So this is Jennie-O ground turkey around me. It retails for $7.49 a pound approximately, give or take. I think I can find it around 7 at some places, and I see it as high as 9 or 10 others. Anyways, my kid wanted sausage, so I had to run to Jewel and get some sausage because we were out. And I mean, even if I'm not getting meat, I still check the meat department because I have had some amazing deals. I got pork in 2023 for 50 cents a pound. Buy one, get one free. It was like 25 cents a pound. It was an amazing deal. So always check your meat department to see if they're clearing season out, because you can put it in the freezer and it'll last a few months. Depending on the kind of freezer you have, if you have a deep freeze, it could last up to a year. So the Jennie-O turkey, I don't know if you can see that. It's $1.50. They had 20 or so of these at my Jewel. I think it's because I live in a fairly rural area. We've only had a Jewel since October. Before that, we only had the local grocery store to go to. It was really expensive to get the ground turkey, and most people near me, I feel like they'd prefer the ground beef to the ground turkey to begin with. So you add in that extra expense, nobody's going to be buying the ground turkey. So my guess is that Jewel really overestimated how many people would go for the initial buy one, get one. It did go down to $1.50. Unfortunately, the buy one, get one was gone. So I have 4 of them total. One of them you can see I already bagged. Yes, I am pre-filming this because this is in December, but you can choose whether or not you want to leave the little absorber pack in. A lot of people don't like to. I'm going to try it. I normally don't, but I'm going to try it and see, because the ground turkey and ground chicken have so much extra fluid, and the purpose of this little mat is to absorb the fluid. So I'm going to see if it helps when I defrost it, because frequently I have like water up to here, I feel like, every time I defrost turkey or chicken. So, or ground turkey or ground chicken to clarify. I'm just going to really quickly throw the date on all of these bags, as well as what is in it. I'm just going to write turkey because you can see that it's ground, and I'll write 93.7 so I know the fat content. But it takes no time at all to do this, and I've just saved tons of money. I'm not a huge fan of ground turkey myself. I definitely prefer either the 96.4 ground beef, or I prefer ground chicken, depending on what I'm making. Or if I'm making meatloaf, I frequently add lentils to it, so I prefer like an 85-15 then, because the fat absorbs into the lentils, and I don't know, it just kind of works for me. So that way I'll know what it is when I go into the freezer. And then I'm just going to... Oh, I'm sorry. You can't see what I'm doing here. I forgot to turn the camera down. So I'm just going to cut them all open. I'm going to move the sausage because I'm going to be cooking that in a little bit for my kid. And plus, if you do things in an order where you kind of set things up like an assembly line, it goes quick. It doesn't take much time at all. I mean, right now the video is at 4 minutes and 35 seconds, and I would say that is 100%, because I have not gotten to the point where I can talk and make a video and do what I am trying to do at the same time without increasing the time. So trust me, if you're not filming, it does not take nearly this long. Plus, then you're not, you're trying to make it look smooth. Like, oh, yes, it's easy to open these. And normally it's not this hard. But because I'm trying to make it look smooth, it's, of course, 10 times harder because that's what life likes to do, is make you look like an idiot. Okay, so open up the bag. If you grab it by the, I've never noticed this before, normally, but it's super dry on the bottom, so it's not as gross as if I were to just be touching the turkey. And if you don't like that gross meat feel, that can be beneficial. Plus, a lot of people with ground turkey, they're going to make turkey burgers. They either buy it frozen or they buy the pre-made patties. And, I mean, that's fine if that's what your choice is. But the pre-made patties were almost $4 a pack. They were like $7.50 buy one, get one versus $1.50. And, I mean, $1.50 is really a much better price. I always, if I'm working with ground meat, before I seal the bag, I always wash my hands. It's a psychological thing. So that sorry, I had to find where I stuck my towel. So that I'm not, whatever. If you ever see anything that I cook, I wash my hands a lot. It's not always for the 20 seconds. However, when you're cooking and you wash your hands 20 times a meal, you don't always need to do the 20 seconds. Sometimes it's just for me. Sometimes it's a sensory thing. I can't stand to have anything on my hands. I mean, when I'm thoroughly washing my hands, I do it the way my grandpa taught me. My grandpa taught me as a little girl to do it like a surgeon. So, for $7, I got 4 pounds of ground turkey. And, let's face it, it's rare that you find any meat under $2 a pound. I mean, not gonna lie, I tend to find most of my meat for 99 cents a pound, but I'm super cheap. So, anyways, thank you so much. If you want more tips for frugal living, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. My goal this year is 365 tips. So today's tip, always check your meat department so that you can get any of the manager's discounts or clearance. Thank y'all. See you tomorrow.